"We heard it on Jupiter once," he said. "Very catchy. I like Harrison's Incomplete Symphony a good deal better, but they won't be doing that until after the intermission." The dome-shaped hall, which seated 20,000 people, was illuminated by dozens of globes of floating light. Gradually now the globes began to dim. When there was more darkness than light in the hall, the black metal ball made a clacking sound. Tiny beams of light suddenly shot out of it, and all at once a full orchestra seemed to be sitting on the round white stage. Green-tinted musicians, pink-tinted musicians, all in one-piece evening suits. They were tuning up. The illusion impressed a good part of the large audience. There were thousands of appreciative inhalations of breath. The conductor, who appeared to be completely real, though he was only a projection, tapped his baton. "All very convincing," Dale said to Flash, "but I wonder if they can play." She never found out. Instead of the light opening strains of the Planet Suite, the hall was filled with the wave of dissonant sounds which smashed at the ears of the audience. The screeching, nerve-shattering noises apparently were coming from the musical instruments in the hands of the optoconcert musicians. All across the hall people were standing up, some with hands over their ears, others screaming and shouting. The terrifying sounds went on and on for long seconds. The light globes began to pop, scattering fragments of tinted plastiglass down on the crowd. "Flash!" cried Dale. "What is it?" It was the beginning of the Plague of Sound. Chapter 2. The technician was also wearing an evening suit. He was a heavy-set green man with a scowling face, bent over the small control panel. "There's absolutely nothing wrong," he repeated. The small plastic control room was beneath the stage of the municipal hall. 5 men were crowded in there with the technician. One of them was Flash, who had just entered. "You mean you don't know what caused those sounds up there?" Not looking at him, the technician replied, "I keep telling everybody I had nothing to do with it." A lean man with a shock of white hair turned toward Flash. "You're Flash Gordon, aren't you?" "Yes." "I'm Gil Fox, the assistant manager of the hall," the white-haired man said. "There really doesn't appear to be anything wrong with any of the optoconcert equipment. We had a matinee of this exact same concert this afternoon. It went perfectly." "The second violin was off," said a plump green man with a thick red beard. "Perhaps," admitted Gil Fox. "Yet there is nothing like this assault on the ears which just occurred up there." A forlorn man against the wall said, "I'd best start to see about the refunds. Everyone will want his money back now, and we're sure to be sued by half the audience. One old dowager told me those sound waves cracked her false eyeball." Yes, said Gil Fox. "You get going. Try to get as many of them as possible to take rain checks." "No one's going to want to take another chance on this optoconcert," said the forlorn man as he went shuffling out. Flash asked the assistant manager, "You didn't expect anything like this?" "Obviously not. What do you mean?" "No threats, no blackmail attempts?" "Oh, I see what you're getting at, but no. There's been nothing like that, Mr. Gordon," answered Gil Fox. "Since the Revolution, things have been relatively peaceful in Estampa." Nodding, Flash moved closer to the control panel. The green-colored technician glanced up. "There's absolutely nothing wrong," he said once more. After quickly checking the panel over, Flash had to agree with him. Dale took a tighter grip on Flash's arm. "Do you mind if we walk home?" she asked as they let the ramp of the hall carry them down to the mall. "I don't want to be inside anything for a while." "We'll walk," said Flash. "You sure you're all right?" "Yes," answered the girl. "But that music, or whatever it was painful. Not only that, there was something frightening about it." "I noticed quite a few of the people around us reacted that way," said Flash. "It's a lucky thing there wasn't more of a panic. If that music had gone on much longer, there would have been." She looked up at his profile. "How did you feel, Flash?" "I apparently wasn't affected the way you were, Dale. I felt more or less uncomfortable, but not frightened, not in pain." They walked along a mosaic tile walkway. The night sky was turning slightly hazy, but hundreds of stars still showed high above them. Somewhere, far beyond those stars, in another planet system entirely, was their home planet, Earth. "Zarkov will be interested in hearing about this," said Dale. Flash didn't answer. He was frowning. "What is it?" asked the girl. "I've got a hunch," he said. "I've got a hunch what happened tonight isn't going to be an isolated incident." "It's going to happen again? At other concerts, you mean?" "Maybe concerts, maybe anywhere," Flash said. "It's not over yet." He was right. Dr. Zarkov